Welcome to the University of South Florida. We're excited that you are part of the Bulls family. Though USF is a relatively young university, we have rich traditions of access and opportunity for students, of academic excellence, of groundbreaking research, of serving our communities. These commitments date to 1956, the year the state of Florida decided to build a new university in Tampa, the first independent university in the nation conceived, planned, and built in the 20th century. The following year, John Allen, who was the acting president of the University of Florida, was selected as the university's first president. The new university had a location, acreage used as a practice bombing range during World War II, and a president, but no name. There was no shortage of suggestions. Several ministers called it Bottle Cap U because of the site's proximity to several breweries. Other ideas included the University of the Western Hemisphere, Citrus State University, and the College of the Sunshine State, among many others. Ultimately, in 1957, state officials decided on the University of South Florida. Though it was to be located in West Central Florida, the only other public institutions at the time were well to the north: the University of Florida, Florida State, and Florida A&M. So the new institution, in fact, would be the southernmost public university in the state. The 1958 groundbreaking for the new university led to the construction of the first 5 buildings: the library, the chemistry building, the university center, a teaching auditorium, and the administration building, which today is the John and Grace Allen building. The university quickly outgrew the original library, which is now part of the Student Services Center. And unlike their counterparts to the north, USF students enjoyed the luxury of fully air-conditioned buildings. 2 years later, on September 26, 1960, 6,000 people converged on the new campus for a convocation and dedication ceremony to mark the official beginning of a university designed to meet the needs of a dynamic urban metropolitan region and to provide students with a highly relevant curriculum. USF's first commencement ceremony was in 1963, with 325 degree recipients in the inaugural graduating class. USF's urban location made it possible for thousands of students to attend college who otherwise would not have been able to afford to leave their homes and go to a university in another location. The Tampa Bay area was ethnically diverse, and first-generation Italian, Cuban, and Spanish families were thrilled that their children had an opportunity to receive a quality university education so close to home. Today, 25% of our students are the first in their families to attend college. This multicultural student blend was the beginning of a tradition of ethnic diversity that continues to this day. USF is one of the most diverse institutions in the nation, and most importantly, all USF students, regardless of their backgrounds or circumstances, succeed at the same rate. With no funds allotted for dorms by the legislature, USF opened as a commuter school. However, a successful community fundraising drive coupled with a federal loan led to construction of the first 2 dormitories. The first, Alpha Hall, opened in 1961. Today's 6,300 students live on the Tampa campus. The most recent addition, The Village, opened in 2017 and includes 5 residence halls, a dining facility, and a wellness and recreation center. Students on the St. Petersburg campus can take advantage of 3 residence halls. The first opened in 2006, and the newest facility opened in fall 2020. USF's research enterprise also has evolved over the decades. Like the university itself, research had humble beginnings. The first research grant for $2,750 was awarded in 1961 to chemist T.W. Graham Solomons. Research in those days, Professor Solomons said years later, was a monumental struggle. There were 3 people in the chemistry department, some laboratories, but no equipment. Things have definitely changed. In fiscal year 2019, the economic impact of USF's research and innovation activities across Tampa Bay was $525 million. Statewide, USF's innovation efforts alone sustained more than 4,000 jobs and returned more than $71 million in tax revenue to local, state, and federal coffers. Overall, the university has an annual economic impact of more than $4.4 billion. USF is recognized by the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching as a doctoral university with highest research activity, a distinction attained by only 3% of all post-secondary institutions. And in each of the last 8 years, USF is ranked in the top 10 among public universities in the U.S. and in the top 20 worldwide for patents. It is now one of the fastest rising universities in U.S. News and World Report. Athletics has also experienced significant growth. There were no competitive sports during USF's early years, but that didn't stop the students from wanting a mascot. In 1962, they held a contest to decide on one. The name Buccaneers won by a narrow margin, and this was well before Tampa was home to an NFL team. However, the USF naming committee decided to go with the second-place winning name, the Golden Brahmins, suggested because of Florida's status as the second biggest cattle state in the country. By the mid-1980s, USF's athletic teams became simply known as the Bulls, and the mascot, Rocky, was visible all around campus since the very beginning. Intercollegiate athletics officially began in 1965 with men's soccer and cross country carrying the torch for a new department. Less than 3 years later, in March of 1968, USF was admitted to the NCAA. Men's basketball made their debut in 1970. Football began in 1997 with an 80-3 win in front of nearly 50,000 fans. As USF's athletic director, Pro Football Hall of Famer and longtime Tampa Bay Buccaneer Leroy Selman led an era of stunning program growth as USF football achieved a national number 2 ranking just 10 years into the program's existence. The program celebrated 150 wins, faster than any college football program in state history. Leroy's spirit lives today in the home of USF Athletics, the Leroy Selman Athletic Center. It's home to nearly 500 student athletes who compete in 19 different sports. In the 55-year history of USF Athletics, 120 conference championships have been won. There have been 13 individual national championship titles and 1 team national championship. More than 400 student athletes have gone on to play professionally, and 30 have been selected in the NFL draft. From 2017 to 2020 alone, 9 different USF athletic programs were ranked in the top 25 nationally. With enrollment growing exponentially, the university needed additional facilities. In 1965, USF assumed 35 acres of land on St. Petersburg's Bayboro Harbor adjacent to downtown. The new campus site had served as one of the largest merchant marine training centers in the southern United States during World War II. The first degrees were awarded at the Bayboro campus in 1968. It was in the following year that the Florida legislature recognized the campus as USF St. Petersburg. After accomplishing what he set out to do, establishing a comprehensive urban university, President Allen retired in 1970. Each of the presidents who would follow, Cecil Mackey, John Lott Brown, Francis Borkowski, Betty Castor, Judy Genshaft, and current President Stephen Corral, brought to the position a commitment to enhancing USF's academics, student success, research, and service. The university's history is full of milestones. For example, USF first offered classes to residents of Sarasota and Manatee counties in 1974 in local public schools. By 2001, USF Sarasota Manatee had been established as a regional campus, and the first classes on its new campus were held in 2006. The iconic Sundome, now the Yuengling Center, opened in 1980, providing a new venue for athletics, commencement ceremonies, and entertainment. The first staged concert in 1981 was Alice Cooper. And in January 2020, USF opened the 13-story Morsani College of Medicine and Heart Institute, a key anchor of the dramatic Water Street redevelopment project in downtown Tampa. The building also will become home to the Physical Assistant Program and the Tenasia College of Pharmacy. These are just a few of the many examples of how the university has continued to evolve to meet the needs of students and society. Now consolidated as one university geographically distributed, USF offers a broad array of majors, minors, and specializations in 13 colleges: the arts, arts and sciences, behavioral and community sciences, Mumma College of Business, the College of Education, the College of Engineering, the Patel College of Global Sustainability, the Judy Genshaft Honors College, the College of Marine Science, the Morsani College of Medicine, the College of Nursing, the Tenasia College of Pharmacy, and the College of Public Health. Today, USF ranks as one of the best universities in Florida. It is one of only 3 to earn the designation as a preeminent research university from the state, meaning it meets stringent metrics in such critical areas as student success, graduation rates, and national rankings. As our current president, Stephen Corral, says, USF's mission is so much more than that of the traditional establishments of higher education. It is a university where faculty, staff, and students embrace principles of community, which emphasize equity, diversity with inclusion, respect, and transparency. It is a university focused on academic excellence and on supporting upward economic mobility and regional economic development. It is a university where excellence and opportunity converge. That is the uniqueness of USF.